It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
It is round 2 of the NBA playoff. The intensity just kicked up a notch for Game 2. Welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Taking a look at the Celtics, an ugly showing for them to start the series as they were beaten handily. Still, it's just one game, and they look to return to form here in Game 2. And after dropping Game 1, Shaq, they are in a tough position. If they don't win this one, is it safe to say that this series is over?
Yeah, it's near impossible to come back in the series when you drop the first 2 games at home. But it is possible. But this is as close to a must-win situation as you get this early in the series.
Have you ever heard the word on the fence, Ernie? That's Shaq right now. He's on the fence. He hasn't made a concrete decision on what's going to happen.
You know why? Because I know it's impossible, but I've done it before. I just don't like talking about myself.
Okay. Well,
remember Dallas 06?
I remember. And the home crowd was big for you guys back then.
And you know what? You guys versus what? Many different teams.
No, yeah. Well, Phoenix Suns, exactly. There was a big, heavy-set fat guy on that team.
I'm glad neither one of you likes to talk about yourselves.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, let's go down to the...
Oh, my bad. I was thinking about myself.
Celtics is sold out and noisy inside here in Boston. The Eastern Conference semifinals continue here on 2K Sports. Game 2. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll take a look at the Celtics. Tough loss for them in Game 1. We'll see if they can rally back in front of their hometown crowd to tie the series.
And this virtually becomes a must-win after that loss in Game 1. You almost never see a team drop the first 2 at home and go on to win a playoff series.
And before we get going, let's catch up with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to speak with head coach Brad Stevens. David, what do you have to say?
Well, guys, he has an admiration for what he called the intelligent, efficient offense played by today's opponent. He told me that the thing about this team is that they are so good at identifying the weak spots in an opponent, and they come at you in multiple ways depending on where those weak spots are. He said, we've got to be ready for everything. It's a pretty tall order. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So the Wizards 5 right now. Morris pairs with Gortat down low. Wall and Beal, the incredible backcourt tandem. And it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. It's Bradley on the wing, covered by Wall. 4 on the clock. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Bradley against Beal. The pass to Wall. To the paint. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Wizards shooting their first free throws of this game. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. On offense, here are the Celtics. It's a three-point game. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Well, ugly is a good word. I mean, they just seemed scattered. The play calling failed to create any open looks. Just a rough night in the scoring column. It's pathetic.
Bradley kicks to Thomas. Johnson the screen. Here is Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Bradley against Beal. Bradley can't get it to go.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
Well, I'm not even really sure why he even attempted that look. That's a low percentage of shots to get.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
It's early, but he's off to a terrific start. It'll be interesting to see if he can keep his foot on the pedal.
Now, here's Thomas. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Bradley. From outside, off the mark.
They're sputtering a little on offense to start this game. 1 for 4 so far.
And it's Wall in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. Celtics have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Pass to Johnson. Picked by Horford. The feed to Bradley. There's the triple. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Cold start to this game for him. A lot of his shots have been off.
Porter, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists tonight.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Oh, this could be an early sign of an explosive game for him. You have to keep your eye on him if you're the defense.
Now, here's Bradley. He kicks to Horford. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Number 1, John Wall, and of course Isaiah Thomas.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
Wall passes to Beal. A 3-ball. Again, the miss by Wall.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
A frustrating start to this quarter for him.
Washington leading now by 5. Back to Beal. And Wall kicks to Gortat and stolen by Horford. A floater. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Morris. Wall against Thomas. Here's Porter. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Porter's got his second basket.
Not really nice there. Poor technique on the screen, but savvy scoring move to save that trip down the floor.
Picked by Horford. Thomas dishes to Johnson. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
But that was an awful screen. He didn't seem like he wanted to do it, and as a result, the set failed.
Morris a screen. There's Porter with the 3. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 5th assist in this one. So the Celtics call timeout, their first.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
And coach may need to revisit his play calling because it feels more like the other team is anticipating their every move.
Celtics trail by 10. Johnson the screen. Bradley passes to Brown. Johnson outside. It's Brown with the drive. That shot misses.
The lane was relatively open and didn't take advantage of a golden opportunity.
Beal's shot is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now, here's Thomas. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Horford. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
just doing the job on the backboard.
Outside, Wall looking for Gortat. He gets it there, and that one, good. Gortat's got his first 2 points of the night.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
It's really the ideal start that any team wants. Now they have to ride this wave throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's Thomas. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Thomas.
And you know what? He's underrated there. Johnson with length, athleticism, and he can finish with either hand inside.
And here's Wall. And it's Beal in the corner. Morris a screen. Shot clock at 6. Baseline try. The shot comes out. Bradley with some nice D. Celtics trail by 11. Wall with the steal. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's the break. Here's Bradley. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet.
Oh, and that's where Bradley's 6'7" wingspan can help. A little extra reach to get it over the D.
There's a screen by Gortat. And Beal kicks to Gortat. Back to Beal. Goes back up. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Brown. The Wizards also changing it up. Mahimi comes in for Gortat. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Porter. And that one falls for Beal. Celtics shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Thomas up top. Covered by Wall. From 17 feet out. And again, it's Boston converting.
And that's what Horford can open things up for the whole team offensively. I mean, that's where he can. Off the catch and shoot. Bottoms up.
Outside, Wall. And stolen by Thomas. And now Horford pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Celtics shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Two shots.
Free throw dropped for Al Horford.
And Horford, a pretty steady free throw shooter. I mean, he had a few down seasons, maybe due to those pectoral tears, but I tell you what, he's been right up there around 80%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Olynyk, he's checked in for Johnson. Gerald Green comes in for Bradley. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Jason Smith, he's checked in for the Wizards. Jennings comes in for John Wall. And Al Horford drops them both.
And what a tremendous advantage. Bigs who can shoot from the line.
Jennings kicks to Bogdanovich. No good on the three. Celtics trail by 8. To the inside. Jennings with the steal. Pass to Smith. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
Well, they're really pushing their interior game right into the face of the D. And so far, the defense has no answer for it.
The Celtics making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. Smart with the ball. Kicks it to Zeller. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. It's Crowder on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 5 to shoot.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And Beal kicks to Smith. It's not going to go for him. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Green dishes to Smart. He feeds it to Zeller. Outside, Green. From the stripe. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Washington leading now by 10. Down low, Mahimi, and Mahimi with the stuff.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Well, they came to play today. It's still too early, but they really have put their foot down on their opponent so far.
Now, here's Olynyk. Here's Zeller. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, nice look by Crowder, finding the open man.
Outside Jennings. Mahimi a screen. Beal the pass to Smith. Here's Bogdanovich. Defended by Crowder. Mahimi kicks to Smith. He gets it in there. And the Wizards lead by 12.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Smart. He's guarded by Jennings. Smart kicks to Olynyk. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now here's Beal. He's got 10. Let's go. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Crowder. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
Here's Bogdanovich, defended by Crowder. Bogdanovich dishes to Beal. For the three. That doesn't go either for Beal. Celtics trail by 10. Outside, Green. Feeds to Smart. There's 1:40 left here in the opening quarter. Dishes to Olynyk. Fires the three. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Olynyk's got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics. Now Jennings looking for his first basket still in this one. Smith outside. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Nice ball movement by Washington. There's Beal with the three. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Oh, he has really played to his maximum potential this quarter. What a performance.
Smart passes to Olynyk. Olynyk, a screen on Mahimi. Crowder kicks to Olynyk. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here's Olynyk. The dish to Crowder. Zeller setting the pick for Crowder. That's short off the rim. Here's Bogdanovich. Right side, Beal. Got it up. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. It's the Wizards leading by 10. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And an exciting young backcourt in Washington with John Wall and Bradley Beal. Wall said that Beal is known for his appetite.
When we go out to eat, he gets like 2 meals. Like some people eat 1 meal and the second meal you get to go home. he really finishes 2 meals at one time, and it'd be like, dog, there's no way you about to eat that. So he likes to eat a lot, and he does a great job finishing it.
You think John Wall's hungry for a championship in D.C.?
I've seen that dude eat exactly the way John described it, and it's an unbelievable sight to behold. You literally cannot comprehend how anyone could scarf up that much food and still go out and play.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
You're right. They've been extremely active, physical, really dictating the flow of this game.
So on the floor for Washington, Oubre out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Wall, and there's Ian Mahinmi, and it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position. Washington shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And that one misses. Brown is checked in for the Celtics. And a change for the Wizards. Gortat's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. And he sinks the second. Celtics trail by 11. Right side, Thomas. Gortat with the block. Oubre dishes the Wall. Morris with a screen on Bradley. Now here's Wall. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. 4 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Bradley with some nice D. Boston shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Thomas against Wall. From deep. Again, Thomas missing. Wizards leading by 11. And it's Wall in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Wall's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Well, somebody needs to wake them up and tell them they need to put forth a much better effort on D if they want to get back in this one.
Now here's Thomas. Outside Crowder. Pass to Bradley. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Boston again missing. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Wall's shot is good.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The pass to Thomas. Horford with the screen on Wall. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
After having the 3 buried in his face, he wanted so badly to get back at him, a little payback. He just couldn't get it done.
Pass to Wall. Shoots the 3. Again, the miss by Wall.
If he can find himself out there, his team will be in fantastic shape to get this win.
That doesn't go either for Thomas.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Celtics trail by 17. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. He dishes it to Brown. Basket good.
And Brown is just a physical beast, especially inside where he gets whatever he wants.
Outside, Wall. The feed to Gortat and stolen by Horford. Got a piece of it. Bradley kicks to Brown. And it's in there. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Morris outside. To the middle. In the corner, it's Oubre. From deep, Wall. Crowder pulls it in. Celtics have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Crowder sets a screen for Thomas. Back to Crowder. Clock at 6. He kicks it to Bradley. Takes a 3. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Bogdanovich. Morris with a screen on Crowder. And Bogdanovich kicks to Oubre. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 13. And here is Horford. He's got 6. Here's Crowder. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Bogdanovich, defended by Crowder. Bogdanovich passes to Morris. Kicks to Wall to end the drought. Wall missing again.
We see him make shots from the perimeter all the time. Unfortunately, he's just off with his rhythm in this one.
Crowder dishes to Thomas. He feeds it to Horford, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
The focus from Horford, I mean, just shrugging off the foul for the and-one finish.
Johnson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And a switcher also for Washington. Porter's checked in. The Celtics have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Here's Wall. He's got 6. Morris outside. They set the pick. And Bogdanovich now top the key. Stolen by Thomas. Bradley kicks to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving it to the open man.
Washington leading now by 6. Here's Bogdanovich. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And here's Wall outside. Rebound Boston.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Feeds it to Thomas. Johnson the screen. Brown outside. From outside, off the mark.
The defense took a big risk leaving him wide open and got lucky. He clanked that outside shot.
Here's Gortat. That one's off. Still out of sync. Celtics trail by 6. Outside Thomas. Dishes to Horford. The shot, no good. Gortat with the defensive effort. Washington shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Brown against Porter. There's a screen by Gortat. Porter kicks to Gortat.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Wizards shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw good from Gortat. Boston making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Horford. Gerald Green comes in for Brown. And Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley. Then for the Wizards, Smith checked in for Markieff Morris. Bradley Beal comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Jennings in for John Wall. All free throws good from Marcin Gortat. Celtics trail by 8. Thomas with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the paint, it's stolen by Smith. Now Porter. Tries it from the top of the key. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Porter's got 9.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Wizards making a switch here. Mahimi's checked in. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Thomas passes to Zeller. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
Oh, the assist from Thomas. Finding the open man. Nice decision offensively.
Outside, Beal. There's the dish to Jennings. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Jennings has got his first points of the game.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Isn't that when you use your other skills like your mindset? That's just a high basketball IQ play right there. He knew he was no match inside. So what did he do? He pulled his defender out farther from the hoop.
Now here's Porter. 9 points in the game so far. Jennings with the ball. Out guarded by Smart. It's Porter outside. The rebound by Johnson.
He's been able to connect here in the second half after hitting one in the first.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the Celtics making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. Long range from the inbound. Rebound by the Wizards. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. It's tipped. Smart dishes to Thomas. Doesn't go for him. And Washington the other way now.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Takes the 3. Beal can't get it to go.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Everything he is throwing up has been off. He needs to find his groove, and soon.
Porter kicks to Smith. Outside Jennings. Outside Beal. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. First free throw is good. And he sinks the second. And he nails the 3rd.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
Now, here's Thomas. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Boston again missing.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Mahimi a screen. Mahimi a screen on Green. Porter, no luck.
You can bet if he's left open from there again, he's probably going to knock that one down.
Thomas gets a wide open look, buries it from three-point range.
I don't think the casual fan realizes how difficult a shot those pull-ups are. I mean, it takes a special type of player like Thomas to hit them with regularity.
Now here's Porter. He's got 9. But they get it back. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Beal with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
I mean, on offense, he has been a constant force. You get him the ball, and there's a good chance he's going to knock that shot down.
They set the pick. Screen by Olynyk. The 3 from Thomas. Thomas with another miss.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Mahimi, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Mahimi hits them both.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall.
Now here's Thomas. Zeller, a screen on Jennings. Thomas gets the bucket.
Well, the three-pointer has always been a big part of Thomas's arsenal. I mean, the quick release, able to hit on the move.
Jennings passes to Smith. Here's Mahimi. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Mahimi's got 4 this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Smart kicks to Thomas. Olynyk sets a screen for Thomas. Screen by Olynyk. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Beal. And Washington again with the bucket.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Man, sometimes you get into a zone for a few games and the basket seems as if it's wide as the ocean.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Wizards lead by 15. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bradley, great first half for you. Look, we know you come from a football-playing family. It looked like you wanted to establish control in a football-type way in the first half.
Oh, you have to. This is a physical game. You see the refs they call a lot of hard fouls, but sometimes they don't call them. So, I mean, you can't complain about it. You just have to just keep attacking. And these guys are big. I mean, this is the NBA, so you have to be physical and not complain and try to go strong every time you go to the basket.
Bradley, thanks for your time. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you for joining us live inside this sold-out arena. We are rocking and rolling. Looking at the Wizards, they're in a perfect position to grab a hold of this series, up 1-0 already, and playing incredible basketball, which has given them a huge lead at halftime. They just couldn't have asked for a better scenario. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
That, sadly, wraps up the halftime show. The third quarter set to begin in just a few. We'll see you right here, though, after the game, so you have that to look forward to.
Kenny had so much more to say.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this Game 2. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
The most intense guy on the court at times. Put a lot of pressure on the defense. We'll see if he can maintain that level of energy the rest of the way.
Boston with the ball, down by 15. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Brown out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Horford in at the 5, down low. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now, here's Thomas. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. Thomas got the first basket of the third quarter for the Celtics.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Porter. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And that's now 11 points for Otto Porter Jr.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Picked by Horford. Thomas dishes to Horford. Gortat with the steal. Morris into the lane. And Washington again with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Stays with it. And Johnson able to finish the play. That's just outstanding.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Amir Johnson. At the line with 1 shot.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Thomas with the steal. From about 16. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
And while Horford can space the floor, I like him getting inside and using his strength to force the issue.
The Celtics have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And he knocks down the first one. He doesn't get the second one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Gortat. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Gortat's got 6.
And the precision lead pass by a highly skilled playmaker.
Thomas against Wall. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Porter with the steal. Here's Wall. And Boston with the rebound.
Missed there, but still a very impressive start to this half after connecting on 3 straight field goals.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 9. Brown, good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Wall. They lead by 11. Gortat with a screen on Thomas. Wall passes to Gortat. And Gortat with the stuff.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive. to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
So it's Boston now, following the bucket by the Wizards. 5 on the clock, and Brown throws it down.
What an athletic play from Brown, showing off his mad hops on these jams.
And here's Wall. He has 6. And stolen by Thomas. Passes it to Bradley. Back to Thomas. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. There's the triple. Gortat with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
They get it back. Here's Wall. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
Excellent D to force that miss there. That took real courage to risk being on a poster, being he's one of the best dunkers in the game.
And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Lets it go from the wing. That one off the back iron and out.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Now here's Bradley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And with his usual degree of difficulty, I mean, that's an easy one. Thomas able to just catch and release.
And stolen by Thomas. In the corner, Horford with it. No good on the triple. Wizards leading by 9. Here's the floater. Some solid defense from Brown.
Oh, we've seen him posterize guys with that move many times. However, the defense proved to be very stifling. Now look, that's pushing the action, carving out space for himself indeed.
Here's Gortat, and it's Gortat finishing it off.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. It's tipped. Johnson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
You know what? And not a bad foul there. Johnson, an excellent finisher inside.
The Celtics have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. The first free throw is good. Jay Crowder's checked in for Boston. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Washington. Bogdanovich comes in for Bradley Beal. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
You know, Kevin, it's interesting that, Johnson has become a better long-range shooter, but his free throw shooting has been erratic. I mean, it's clear he has the touch to shoot well at the line. I wonder if it's mental. Well, after hitting a couple in the first, he has cooled down a bit here.
Outside Bradley. Crowder sets a screen for Bradley. The 3 from Thomas. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, he hasn't gotten much to fall, and it's costing his team dearly.
Here's Bogdanovich. That 3 off the mark. Here's Boston now. They're on a 15-6 run. Crowder kicks to Brown. Back to Crowder. Brown outside. Kicks it out to Bradley. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Thomas. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. 14 points for Isaiah Thomas.
Wow, that's his 4th 3 of the game. 2 in each half. He has just owned that line.
Here's Wall. He's got 6. In the corner, it's Morris. Poked away. It's stolen by Bradley. And there's the pass to Thomas. Johnson with a screen on Wall. It's Thomas outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. 17 points was their biggest margin. The Wizards with another miss.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
He's going to have to shake that off and forget about it. You got to stay confident in himself.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 14. Johnson with a screen on Wall. There's Thomas with the three. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Wall. Washington leading now by 4. Wall with another miss.
But these are just terrible shots he's attempting right now. No reason whatsoever for this kind of horseplay.
Thomas with the ball. Johnson with a screen on Wall. He used that pick to perfection. 17 points for Isaiah Thomas.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Morris, left side, shot to stop the drought, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. Now here's Thomas. He's got 17. Pass to Brown for the tie. No good that time, and Washington the other way now. Now Wall. He's got 6. Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Bogdanovich. Drops in the tray. And now a 6-point Wizards lead.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Oh, well, they have to become more physical defensively and really commit to protecting that painted area.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Johnson. Olynyk comes in for Brown. Green, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Now here's Crowder. Green kicks to Olynyk. Zeller dishes to Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Here's Green. Screen by Olynyk. Zeller passes to Olynyk. Banked in off the glass. Olynyk's got 5 points so far.
Gifted scorer around the rim. Olynyk can finish over either shoulder, and he's got great touch.
Here's Smart. Lays it up and banks it in.
Come on, he's so zeroed in. Going to the rack. He didn't face much resistance, though.
Washington's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Bogdanovich, defended by Crowder, and it's Wall in the corner. Smith kicks to Jennings. Shoots from the baseline. Another one falls for Washington.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Smart dishes to Olynyk from 13, and the rejection by Mahimi. And it's Wall in the corner. And again, Washington with the triple.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Now here's Smart. The feed now to Olynyk. It's taken away by Smith. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Smart. Screen by Olynyk. There's Green with the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Wall passes to Jennings. Back to Wall. 1:44 left in the third. Smith outside. The Wizards working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Wall missing again. Celtics trail by 6. And the wide open shot from Crowder. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
So the wing on the left. Now Now here's Jennings, guarded by Smart. Jennings kicks to Smith. Pass to Jennings, and it's Wall in the corner. Buries it from three-point range. Wall's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's not your typical gunslinger from downtown, but he found a soft spot in that defense.
Smart kicks to Green. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. Out to the right wing. Outer dishes to Olynyk. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Jennings. He kicks the Wall. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. And now it's a 12-point Wizards lead. Screen by Olynyk. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Zeller. Kicks to Olynyk. Outside Green. Boston again missing. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Washington out in front as they end the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Piece by piece, chip away. See if you can't, next time we get together, have it down a few.
Brad Stevens reminding his guys you still have time to get where you want to be. Just take it one possession at a time.
Well, he wants them to relax. I mean, there are going to be ups and downs over the course of a game. Just breathe and play.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. So on the floor for Washington, Wall and Beal, the incredible backcourt tandem. Porter and Morris, the duo at forward, and it's Mahimi in at the center. Now here's Wall, down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Excellent D from Thomas. Celtics trail by 12. He feeds it to Horford. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Inside. Here's Mahimi. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. First one falls for him. Boston making some changes. Johnson comes in for Olynyk, and it's Brown in for Crowder. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Well, the Celtics shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. There's Brown with the 3. Washington with the rebound. Mahimi's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Wall kicks to Morris. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics trail by 10. Bradley, no one around him. Sinks the triple.
And the skills of Brown. Just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Feeds it to Morris. A floater. The rebound by Johnson. Boston's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And that's 19 points for Isaiah Thomas.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here.
I mean, at some point, you got to think about subbing some of these guys out, getting them a little bit of a breather. They just can't keep up.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, the captain of the ship, you know the rest of his teammates look to him to provide when things are tight. He came through again.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Ball passes to Beal. Mahimi, a screen on Bradley. Beal can't get it to go.
You are shocked when he misses open shots like that. The D should be thanking their lucky stars right now.
Thomas, no good. Wizards leading by 5. And Beal kicks to Wall. Back to Beal. Morris dishes the Wall. Good on the bucket. Wall's got 11 in the second half.
Heads up, aggressive move. The smaller man on him takes him right to the rim.
Wall against Thomas. To the inside, Horford. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, and Horford doesn't always shoot a lot of free throws for a star big man. You'd like to see him getting that respect from the official.
That one is off.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
Gortat's checked in for Ian Mahimi. And he's good on the second. So it's Washington now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Outside, Wall. Baseline try. Again, the miss by Wall. Celtics trail by 6. Bradley passes to Thomas. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Drills it from outside. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Morris a screen. Porter, no luck. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And it's Brown missing. Washington leading now by 3. Porter kicks to Wall. Morris outside. Morris with the screen for Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Charity stripe shot. And again, Washington no good.
They were right up in his grill. Really gave him no breathing room to release that one clean.
Picked by Horford. Thomas goes in. Dishes it to Horford. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. From the Wizards, they're shooting 43% from the field. From the wing, Wall's shot is good. Wall's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Thomas dishes to Bradley. 3-pointer. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Al Horford.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
There's a screen by Gortat. Offensive rebound, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Celtics trail by 3. Thomas with the ball. Inside, Johnson. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Outside, Wall. Beal gets a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Beal's got 23 points.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. Johnson sets the screen for Brown. Johnson with a screen on Wall. Layup off the pick. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Johnson. Now Wall. Gortat with a screen on Thomas. There's the dish to Porter. Here's Gortat. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Avery Bradley. That free throw good from Marcin Gortat. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Thomas. Passes it to Bradley. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Back to Horford. On deep. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 24 points for Horford. Now here's Wall. Outside Beal. From the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's the pass to Thomas. Double team on Thomas. On the wing, Brown. Guarded by Porter. Clock at 4. To take the lead. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Wizards with the lead. Ball passes to Morris. Pass to Beal. Shoots the 3. No good there. Bradley with some nice D. Johnson kicks to Brown. They set the screen. Now the feed to Thomas. And that misses. That would have put him up.
But well, that was an awful screen. He didn't seem like he wanted to do it, and as a result, the set failed.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Oh my gosh, he's really playing poor out there. It might just not be his night.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Gortat's got 11 in the second half. Thomas dishes to Horford. Johnson the screen. Pass to Bradley to tie it up. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And that's 10 points for Avery Bradley.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
They're taking any look they can get from there and just making it rain from the perimeter right now.
And it's sent back by Horford.
Wow, the rim protection by Horford. I mean, Al Horford standing 6'10", always played bigger.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
There's a screen by Gortat. Wall passes to Beal. Morris with a screen on Bradley. Beal from long range. Rebound Boston.
Well, after a terrific last quarter, he has looked utterly lost and down on himself. He can't get anything to go there. He can't get right.
Now, here's Thomas. Horford has a wide open look. Bullseye! Horford's got 26 points.
Oh, and that's what you expect from your star players. I mean, Horford turns it up, including coming through with the big key buckets.
And Beal kicks the wall. From 13, and Horford pulls it down. Horford's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Kicks it to Thomas. Johnson the screen. From outside the arc, Thomas's shot is off. Washington's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Morris with a screen on Thomas. Right wing. Nice ball movement by Washington. Wall dishes to Gortat. They're outside. Rebound Boston. Bradley's got his 4th rebound in this one. He kicks it to Thomas. Johnson the screen. Thomas passes to Bradley. Over in the corner, Brown lets the 3 fly. Porter pulls it in. The Wizards shooting around 41% on the night. Feeds the wall, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Oh, great resolve there on defense, allowing nothing easy.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Brown. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Wizards. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
He was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He told them, this is what we've worked for, guys. We've got to get everything we have left and get it done out there. We'll see if they have it in them, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. So it's Washington now, a 2-point game.
That was massive.
Huge play there. You got to love this game.
Now a timeout called by Boston. .50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Horford with a screen on Wall. Thomas kicks to Horford. Money!
Well, turn up then. And Horford, one of the great leaders in the game. Sometimes you gotta lead by example, especially in the clutch.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. But they get it back. Bogdanovich. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
They had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. good on both.
Close game. He nails every free throw. He's showing a lot of confidence.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Here's Thomas. Down low, Horford. It falls!
When he gets it in close, Al Horford is one of the best. I mean, one of the premier finishers in this league.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're losing by 2. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Wall dishes to Beal. To the inside. Gortat misses.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
Well, that's just a stupendous effort by him right there. He stopped him dead in his tracks.
On offense, here are the Celtics. The lead is 2, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
When you look at Isaiah Thomas, I think when it's all said and done, he'll go down as one of the all-time great scorers under 6 feet in history. I mean, you might say he's already there.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Making this a 2-possession game. That's the benefit of knocking down the easy one.
Wall's shot is off. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
And here's Morris for 3. No good.
The defensive effort that time by Johnson, I mean, that's his game.
So we see Boston get the win here. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at 1 game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Al. Big offensive night for you. How were you able to get to your spots where you like to score?
The guys were just finding me, and so it kind of freed me up a little bit and allowed me to get more shots. And we were flying around the whole game.
And you guys moved the ball, one of the best teams in the league, Al. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Al Horford. When they needed a leader to get them back in the game in the final quarter, he was the one they were all following, and he knew exactly the route back and the road to victory.
Well, what I like about Al Horford is his basketball IQ, and that was on display tonight, guys. I mean, look, he has great understanding of the game for the power forward position. His skills and his smarts are unmatched.
This series was in danger of getting away from them, but he just would not let it fall into a 2-game hole. He pumped new life into the season by leading them tonight to even the series. This kid is woo-wee.
And that'll signal the end of our NBA postseason coverage of round 2 for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, the rest of the 2K Sports crew, Ernie Johnson, good night, everybody.